there you are. Let's do a foundation wear test. Please ignore this in the background. That's one of my to-dos today, is switching out clothes out of my closet because I just found a tote of them. My husband told me about it and I must have forgotten, and he was like, hey, you have a whole tote of winter stuff downstairs. And I was like, sweet. So I washed it and now I need to put it up. Actually, that's where this shirt come from. It's got like this cow, whatever this is called. I don't know. Anywho, what we're here for. All right, we're going to be doing a foundation wear test on the NYX Make 'em Wonder Soft Matte Buildable Foundation. So if you're interested in that, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, friends, if you can tell, my skin is already looking like a skating rink via Shelby Ann. So what I have on is the Wet n Wild Vitamins Super Nutrient Face Mist, the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner, the e.l.f. Thirst Burst Drops, and the e.l.f. Daily Holy Hydration Daily Moisturizer. So that is skin prep. I already did my eyeshadow. I actually just did that on a TikTok live. Just thought I'd get ready. I was trying to kind of match my shirt, if you're getting the vibe. Okay. Let's get into it. So we're ready. Okay, just so you know, mine is in the shade 04 Cool Porcelain. So it's about 120. So we'll probably be done about 1:30. I plan to keep this on till 10 tonight. It's probably when I'll take my makeup off. So what is that? A 9-hour wear test, an 8.5, 9-ish hour wear test is the goal. Because I think that's like a typical work day, right? Like 8, 9 hours. All right, so let's go ahead and pour some of this on the back of my hand. It does have this really interesting, like, little skinny nozzle thing. I don't know what the point of that is, but I always think that that's interesting. I also really like this packaging. Like, I don't know why. Oh, you might want to know the claims, right? Can I read the claims on here? Yeah, no, I can't read the back of this. So here are the claims for this foundation as I go ahead and spread this on the face. I always start my foundation on my cheek because that is where I have the most redness and that is where I want the most coverage. All right, blending this in with the e.l.f. Why can't I ever remember the name of this? I keep the packaging because I literally forget the name. This is the e.l.f. Pillow Puff Foundation Sponge. So let's go ahead, blend in this side, and we'll do a little side-by-side comparison. I think I might try my stippling brush on this side because as I'm patting this in, I already noticed it took away some of that coverage on my cheek. So we might try it the other way, on the other side, for the sake of science. I do like how big this is. I feel like I get the job done pretty quickly. All right, so here is half the face width. You tell me, is this too light or does this actually match? Because when I was doing this on the other platform, I was like, surely this is too light. But then I get to looking at my neck and I'm like, oh, maybe this is the first time you've actually had a foundation that's really light and actually matches. You tell me in the comments, does this actually match me? Am I really this much Casper? But anyway, okay, let me take a look in the mirror. It does look really nice. I need to dermaplane though. That might be happening tonight. I mean, it definitely gives coverage. Like, you can see that for sure. So let's try it on the other side with my stippling brush, which is my normal, typical method of doing foundation prior to getting this puff sponge. All right, taking some more. Okay, swirly swirl. Let's do this side. Okay, so usually at this point though, I do pat it in with a sponge. So let's get this sponge, just dampen with that vitamin spray and lightly tap everything in. Yeah, that is leaving a little more coverage, isn't it? Honestly though, I wouldn't say it's crazy extra coverage. So I don't think it really matters. I think it's just whichever way you prefer. Let's see if we can build this up at all. I'm actually just gonna put a little drop. I'm just gonna put a little drop right there. And let's see if this will build up the coverage, because I think you too can see that little bit of redness coming through. Okay, on camera it looks like it's working, but how does it look up close? Let's take a look. Ooh, actually guys, that built up really nicely. Okay, so you can build up the coverage if you need to in certain areas. That does not look bad at all. Woohoo! All right, for concealer, we're actually going to stick in the NYX family. This is the NYX Pro Fit. What is this called? The NYX Pro Fix Stick Correcting Concealer. This is in the shade 01 Pale. And I'm actually going to take it on the back of my hand, warm it up. Then I'm going to take this little smaller version, the smaller little puffy doodah. Yeah, the Pillow Puff Concealer Sponge. So concealer, foundation, Pillow Puff, foundation, concealer. And I'm going to pick this up and tap it under the eye. Ooh, that looks really good. Holy moly. All right, let's take just a little bit more. Warm her up. Tap it on, like, wipe it up with the sponge. And tap her in. Holy mogoly. That is giving, dare I say, coverage. All right, we're going to have to blend this down onto the cheek a little bit because that was more product than I think I was anticipating, to be honest. Okay, so how is it blending? Like a dream. There's no separation. Do you ever notice sometimes when you do concealer and foundation that, like, you can see the line where they have joined and it looks not the best sometimes? This is looking really nice. Okay, so I need to let all of that dry. One more looky here before I powder and put on the rest of my face. All right, so let's do the rest of the complexion and then get a look at the end as to the finished face and see how the foundation looks. Let's do powder. I'm going to kind of tap everything back out. It is falling into the lines on my forehead, but literally, unless I go in with some type of silicone primer, everything does. So I don't even like really count that against foundations anymore. It's just life. But the reason I wanted to stop to show you the powder is because we're going to use the NYX Wonder Snatch powder. Now, did I just use this foundation in that full face of what's new? I think I did, but like I think it's important sometimes to do like a dedicated wear test so you can see the longevity of it, because like playing with new makeup is fun, but it really matters how it wears, like the results that you're going to get. So I also believe that I use this, but this is the Wonder Snatch powder, like I said, in 01 Sugar Syrup. So let's go ahead and put this on. It does have, I think I said in the other little video too, that it does have this sifter. So I am going to pour it into the lid, and then I am using, I have no clue what this is called, but I'm using this sponge from Morphe. Get some on our sponge. We work it in. Say it with me. Start from the bottom. Work our way up. Tap, 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 tap. And you don't want to swipe because you'll disturb the makeup underneath. So work it in. Tappy, tappy. All right, before I go to the other under eye, I mean, yeah, I have creasing. Like, some things we just have to be realistic about. I'm not a makeup YouTuber who also gets free Botox treatments. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a regular schmegular lady. Like, I'm literally about to get off here and go fold laundry. You know what I mean? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Oh, me. All right, so here's the forehead. Definitely taking down the shine. Yes, you can still see my wrinkles. So sue me. I'm really liking this makeup, though. I can tell you that off the bat. The bronzer that I used is from Essence. It's actually a foundation stick. It's in the shade 190. Usually this is way too light, but I feel like with this foundation being so pale, it feels to me that it actually looks really good, like really natural. It doesn't, there's not so much of a contrast as if I use some of my other bronzers. You know what I mean? So I'm actually really liking that. All right, we are powdered. That looks scrumdiddlyicious. That looks so good. The only place that I'm having a little bit of problem is, there you go, you can see it right here. Everything's a little heavy right there. Yeah, it's kind of breaking apart a little bit and it's a little dry. Other than that, guys, I feel like it looks really good. All right, so let's go ahead and let me finish up with lips, lower lash line, powder bronzer, and powder blush. All right, and here is the finished face with everything on it. I don't know why, but I am vibing with this like dark brown lip that I have happening. I found this lip liner I forgot I even had. This is the NYX Line Loud lip pencil in Total Baller. I just kind of brought it in and did like this little ombre moment with my Milani Color Fetish matte lipstick in Pleasure. Oh, sorry, Pleasure. And then over the top, I'm always going to have a gloss, guys. I'm always going to have a gloss. This is from Hank & Henry. They're Graffiti Glitz in Hex. I'm living for this. All right, so here's the finished look. Let me get you up and close so you can see the foundation. I think it looks really good. Really good. Like I said, the only trouble spot I'm having is right there. And honestly, once I put my glasses on, you don't really even... Oh, I guess you can still. But like, you're not going to be... Oh my gosh. I feel like I should be working like as a secretary or something. Mr. Richard, your files are on your desk. I'm taking my lunch break and I will be back when I'm done. I don't know. That's how I feel right now. Anywhoozle. Who is she? I don't even know. I feel like a totally different person. Anyway, I think the foundation looks really good. Let me get one more look-see here in the mirror. Okay, maybe it does look a little rough around my mouth. Honestly, though, guys, I think that would the situation would solve itself if I dermaplane. Like, I can see my little blonde whiskers, so that needs to happen. But, like, if you were just walking into an office to talk to me, I look like I have all the answers. So, anyway, it is $149, and I will check back in with you this evening and we'll see how this foundation from NYX, the Make 'em Wonder Soft Matte Buildable Foundation, has worn. It is $420, and we're gonna do a little check-in, and I've got to get these lashes off. Oh, so much better. So I was in the bathroom and I noticed it does not look great on my chin. Like, it's really separated and cakey. Kind of how it looks right here in the center is how it looks like right here. So that is not looking good. It does look good still on my forehead, on my cheeks. So just like this area right here does not feel like it is wearing well. I haven't had a foundation do that for quite some time. So like I said, it's $420. There's a little check-in for you. I was about to finish folding laundry and then possibly take a nap, so I just wanted to kind of show you how things look before I lay down. My makeup on the foundation still looks really good. I mean, geez. I think it looks good. Just my chin, the chin is not holding up well. And if I'm going to have problem areas where it's going to break down, it's going to be right here and right here. And unfortunately, it is doing that. So I will see you again back here for our final check-in later tonight. All right, friends, we are at the end of the day. I know I said I wanted to make it to 10, but it's 9:10, and we're going to call it quits here. Listen, if you want to know how authentic and just real I am about stuff, look how I'm filming. I've got a pillow that needs a pillowcase. That's clean, by the way. That's all clean as well. But I'm just here, like, in my real life doing this for everyone because I enjoy it. All right, so let's get you in here to take a close look. Here is what I have formulated or thought about. So as I said in the check-in earlier, it's looking rough here and here. Then I started thinking, where did we use the most powder? Here, up, and around. Now, under my eyes does not look too bad. So that is pretty promising. I will say it does look a little heavy right here on the corner of my nose. It is breaking up right here in the center of my forehead. And as it was earlier, it's broken apart right here. So the rest of my face, my makeup has held very, very nicely on this foundation. Like my blush has not faded. I mean, everything is still good. It is just very broken apart where I use the powder. So, do I like this foundation? Yes, I do. Do I think that these two go together well? I don't. Okay, and you know what's funny is this isn't even the first time that I've had something like this that's kind of somewhat marketed together not work out. On my TikTok, I actually tried this and its new counterpart, the concealer. Okay, I can't find the concealer, but here's the box. These two, in my opinion, did not go well together either. Like, you could see the, you know how I was saying earlier, like the concealer this time, they blended well. Those two from the e.l.f. Soft Glam line did not work well together. So, do these go well together? No. Do I still like this? Yes. I use this in another reel that you can go check out here on YouTube from using the, sorry, it's late and I'm really trying to find words. I use this powder along with this, the Revlon Photo Ready Lift and Fill Skin Tint. This was a great combination. These two, not so much. But I'm telling you, if you like want something that's going to last throughout the day and your makeup is not going to fade, this is actually not bad at all. And still, I actually think the foundation shade is good. I wanted it to be too pale, but sadly, I think it actually is a very good foundation match. This area is gone. It always is because my nose runs like a faucet. I'm constantly wiping my nose. This area never stands a chance, so I don't even count that against the foundation. But anyways, this is my wear test of the new NYX Make 'em Wonder Soft Matte Buildable Foundation. I like it, guys. I think it's held up very nicely. It's just going to need a different powder so that we don't get this breakage that we have in the center of my face. But other than that, not bad, friends. Not bad. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Love ya. Bye.